What's that one Kanye West verse? It's like, I'm a sick boy, the sun I enjoy. I've been cooped up for the past 36 hours or so, almost entirely in a state of being horizontal. So I'm getting outside for a little bit. My head still feels very much filled to the brim with snot, but I'm feeling okay. Sun does me a lot of good. I'm looking at the dog park right in front of me. Nobody's really using it right now because it's exceptionally hot today. We sometimes have little spiritual insights on the path to really fully understanding ourselves. Sometimes they happen spontaneously, and sometimes they happen because we really sat down for prolonged periods of time trying to pull some new insight out of us. And when we have one of those insights on the day that they occur, maybe for a day or two after, you just feel like you're just glowing. You just feel like you look at the world so much differently because it's so far beyond what you had ever considered before, and now it's just so plain and simple to you, just in the blink of an eye. And however far you've gotten on your journey of self-realization, whether it's self-realization or any sort of skill that you're building, it always feels like you're at, like if it's a scale of 0 to 1,000, it always just feels like you're at 1,000 immediately, even if in reality you're at 500, compared to like the whatever 450 you were before. Hey, that's a great growth margin. Over 10%. You'd be a very profitable stock of spirituality. Yeah, when you even just reach that 500 from 450, feels like I think that we need to adjust the scale so that there's like it's in a 0 to 1100 scale, because I'm definitely at 1100 right now. And then, of course, you go about and live your life a little bit, and you realize all the really automatic, unconscious ways that you still behave in your day-to-day. And when you do, you try to recall some of those insights that you had before that were so strong and prominent even just a couple days ago. You're like, that insight will save me. Whenever you have a new insight, you're like, that insight is the only insight that I will ever need. And so, you try to reach back and grab it and have it mean as much to you as the first time that you had it. But I've come to realize that those insights are a bit like a really funny joke. Especially like in a movie or something. You watch it the first time and it just knocks you off your chair. It's so funny. Then you watch it a second time and, it makes you giggle a little bit. And then you replay it more and more, and you know what's coming, and it just cannot have the same effect on you as it did before. That's sort of what it is. And you realize that the only place to go is to keep diving deeper and keep searching for the next insight. There's a saying that, like, if you see the Buddha along the way, kill him. I still don't know exactly what that means. I'm probably not far enough along. I really hope that it's like a literal. I actually get to see some bald guy meditating on the ground, and the universe just drops a machete into my hand from the sky, and I just need to lop off his head right then and there. And then as soon as I do it, like, the machete will be gone, he'll be gone. It was all just a big fantasy, and I'm completely, fully realized at that point. What I think it means, though, is just, you cannot rest on your laurels of learning. Resting on your laurels is probably never much of a good thing. it inherently means that you're you're choosing not to go any further. Just when in doubt, further, further, further. And when the machete drops into your hand, remember that all the power comes from your hip, so make sure you really get your hip into it when you swing that machete.